Thank you so much, gang. We'll connect with good luck and tea in just a mo. Now, the big question, what's for lunch? Packing a lunch box for work can be a bit of a pain, but Megan Pentz-Kluyts has some advice on how to make your work lunchbox more fun, healthy, most importantly, and a joy to prepare. A very good morning. Welcome to it.
Thank you.
My little one starts preschool tomorrow, so we were chatting about that, so I'm going to have to pack a lunchbox for him. But I'm finding more and more now that I need to start packing lunchboxes for myself if I want to control my diet, and it becomes quite difficult to be creative and do something that's going to be enjoyable, that's quick, that you can access on the go, that is also healthy. And this morning we are focusing specifically on anxiety, this being Mental Health Awareness Month. What a great opportunity to cast a light on the full spectrum of anxiety disorders. Yes, but where we, most of us, so-called normally well-adjusted people, sit on that spectrum, certain foods can really help us combat anxiety. What are some of your top tips for helping us battle anxiety in probably the most stressful place, our office?
Absolutely. So the first thing, just to make it really simple, is to keep as much as you can fresh. So move away from processed foods. Rather choose foods that add extra nutrition. So you're looking at your fruit, your vegetables, your whole foods like your legumes, etc. And you can add that into things like soups and salads. And then don't forget your seasonal fruits and vegetables. Those are great. At the moment, you've just got your tomatoes, some carrots, some cucumbers. Adding those into your meals will actually add a lot of different nutrients. It also helps sustain your energy. So people get that slump later in the day.
Which is a big part of why we get anxious, is when we overstretch and overtired.
Exactly.
And it also helps economically. If you're buying things in season, obviously the price tag comes down. Do you have some tips on how we can make our lunch? Because often you go out there, you spend a huge amount of money and you come up with a tiny little lunchbox of food and you've spent like 300 rand, and it looks beautiful, it's amazing, but
yes,
it needs to be sustainable. How can we make our lunchboxes more affordable?
So not only that, even just also time consuming. So I always say to people that the simplest way to do this is whenever you're cooking dinner, just cook a little bit extra. So if you've got like some chicken tonight, have another portion or two of chicken, cut it up for the next day, add it into a wrap or into a salad. And then the same with something like fish. If you have fish in the evening, have some, basically prepare some extra fish. And for the next day, add some noodles, some broth, and you've got a lovely, like, Asian type cuisine.
Ramen. Absolutely love that. I think lunch is also an opportunity to check out from work, to unplug, which is a big part of kind of controlling, managing your stress. Just take a step back and a deep breath. But you want to get creative, but you're not in your kitchen. You're in a work kitchen. Maybe you've only got a microwave to deal with. How do we get a bit more creative with our lunchbox ideas?
One thing that I find works quite nicely and is great for collaborating with your colleagues is, in actual fact, if everyone decides to bring in something different. So, for example, you'd bring in a vegetable component, I'd bring in some tuna or some chicken, and someone else might bring in a roll or, some pasta, whatever. And then you actually make it like a group effort, which is great as well for team building. So then you make something quite exciting together, and from that also evolves a whole lot of new recipes. And I was involved and actually produced a few recipes or healthy lunch recipes. And they're in the Cancer and B-Well did a book called The Smart Choice Cookbook, and you can actually download that, and you've got some really great recipes for lunch.
I absolutely love that, because a trend catches on like wildfire here, and we've all forced, and I think that's what I've loved about the journey with B-Well, to just be a bit more conscious about what we're buying and what we're putting in. And often, you get a mayonnaise and you get a mayonnaise. Exactly. And some are endorsed by the Cancer and Heart Foundation, by bodies that have gone to all the trouble to research effectively on our behalf. But when you're in an office space like that, you have an opportunity to influence the people around you and be healthy, but also learn, so talk, create a community. Exactly.
I mean, doing it together as well, you get so much more variety, which adds different nutrients, into your diet as well, which is a great way to look at some change and bringing in some, healthy options, and also reducing anxiety.
Here's the deal. The next time I see you, Megan, when you come in, you're going to bring something. I will bring something. By that, I mean, I will steal something from our kitchen, and I'll provide it. I'll bring the eggs. And we'll make ourselves a little egg mayo.
Okay, great.
No, I absolutely love that. Thank you so much. I think we don't need to overthink it. We know what's healthy. We know it works for us. Just take the time. I always say it's about caring for yourself in an environment where there is a lot of pressure. Just taking that moment to take care of yourself can go a long way.
Thank you.
So thank you to Megan, and if you're looking for some great recipes that are rich in nutrients and of course easy to prepare, which is a win-win situation, visit bewellfoods.co.za. You can download one of their awesome free digital cookbooks.